We're going to start with Adam Anderson. Select quotes will be available from both Adam and Nakobe Dean following this Zoom session. We're going to go ahead and start with Anthony Dasher and Connor Riley.
Hey, Adam, congratulations, man. I want to ask you, the defensive stand you guys made at the end of the third quarter, resulted in the blocked field goal. And then there at the end of the game where you guys almost held them out there that one final time. How did those two series, that I don't know, maybe kind of epitomize what this defense's DNA is this year?
Toughness, when you ask about our defense, actually. When you see like the last possession of the game, when you saw where they're on the score, and 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 or so, like we take we're conscious with our defense, and as we say all the time, like nobody in our end zone. And even as you heard Nolan say earlier, we don't even care if it's like the Patriots or so to get in our end zone. We're not letting nobody in there.
Hey, Adam, the impact Jordan Davis has on this team when he's playing this way and blocking extra points, how much more energy does that give this defense?
Bro, seeing the dude that's like 340, 6'7", moving like that, potential like stopping, because a lot of time, a lot of people be like, okay, well, like, is he getting these tackles or so? But when JD is like, taking 3 dudes out, helping the other person out as well. So like, just very a team player, and also just like the way he doing, even like PAT or so, blocking punts, like that's great.
Next, we'll go to Mark Weiser and then Lance McCurley.
Adam, were you on the field there at the end?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Were you on the field at the when Kentucky scored there at the end?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did it feel like it was a 23-point game, or you guys were kind of making it seem like it was a national championship there? Keep them out.
Honestly, we treat that like anything. Like even if it's like 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and we blow on somebody, we still don't want nobody in our end zone. And honestly, like you don't even score, it still hurt right now.
Hey, Adam, on those blocked, on that blocked field goal and PAT, what did Jordan and kind of Jalen and Devontae, what were they like kind of on the sideline after that? And did that just really give y'all some juice?
Honestly, it's not even just the defense giving us juice. It's like the fact that like it gave even like the offense momentum. Like just seeing them block that, like, that's something we practice almost every day at practice. So just trying to block one and just seeing them block like 2 in a game like that, that's something we proud on. And doing 2, 3 dudes just moving the line.
Next, we'll go to Palmer Tomes and then Chip Towers.
Adam, y'all held Kentucky to a season low rushing today. What do you think y'all did so well to do that?
Honestly, it was just like even like we had like our small mistakes or so, but at the end of the day, we have more trust with each other. And when you allow with trust, that made me feel like anybody can do their job. And once you do once everybody doing their job, it made the defense and everything so much easier.
Yeah, Adam, I just wondered, they call a timeout with 4 seconds left, I think, to try to score there. I mean, were y'all like personally offended? It just felt like just seeing the mannerisms of everybody. There was a lot of tension at that moment. Then, of course, they do score on a pass and you guys get the blocked extra point. Just describe to me, if you would, the emotions of that, those few seconds at the end of the game.
Honestly, at that point in time, like the emotion there is like, you just like real balled up. You really just like, going, because like we all know when we say we pride on ourselves of making sure nobody get in our end zone, like that's something like we like our day-to-day base, like what we live on, like that is our standard. That's something like we go off of. So like even when they score at the end, even though we didn't lose, at the same point we still lost in another way because somebody got in our end zone. And as we speak on, we don't want nobody in our end zone.
Next, we'll go to David Ubin and then Pat Forty.
You mentioned a little bit of this, but how would you describe Jordan Davis's impact on you guys' defense as a whole?
I say he played one of the biggest impact, from taking up blocks to like even just like the way he running to like quarterback, fear him. Seeing a dude at 340 running at the GPS speed of like 21 mile per hour.
Pat?
Adam, I'm just wondering if, as a defensive player, you would like to see a defensive player win the Heisman Trophy, and should a Georgia player be in the running for it?
Oh, this is Jordan Davis. I think honestly, like, I mean, a lot of time they look at the quarterbacks or, running backs or so, but honestly, when you see somebody like Jordan Davis, how can you not have him as Heisman?
Next, we'll go to Chuck Culpepper and then Paul Newberry if you have any questions.
Yes, Adam. What's it like just as a human being to be on a unit that collaborates to the degree that your defense does?
That's like the same question that asking, how do it feel to have like great brothers around you? Seeing like people that's actually going to motivate you and strive to make you better each and every day. Honestly, like just being on a team like this and honestly just being around players that's going to, look more further in life and actually got each other back a lot of the time. That's what I strive on. And that's what you see more into the team.
How you kind of touched on this, them scoring there at the end, but would y'all say giving up 2 touchdowns a day, y'all are mad about your performance, or would that kind of motivate you going forward?
I wouldn't say so much of mad, but I say like motivational more in a way. Like just the fact of like, there gonna be things we need to go like into next week, just like going back over our mistakes or so, or even like the small minimal thing. Because at the end of the day, you something become an elite team. Well, you gotta find out like what hurt you and get better.
Next, we'll go to Jack Duffy if you have a question, and then we'll open it up for the last couple questions.
Yeah. Hey, Adam. You've talked about like practicing block kicks in practice, but how does it feel to actually do that on the field? And does it feel like, your work is actually paying out by the time you see it?
Honestly, I feel like that's for like everything you do in practice. A lot of times, like you're seeing like assignments go the right way or so, and then when you actually run into the game and it run the same way that you did at practice, like they just showing you process and showing you like, the more practice you put in, the more hard work, effort, like it's gonna come. And like if you really practice it, then it really gonna come in the game as well.
Okay, we'll open it up for the last 2 questions for Adam.
Hey, Adam, Chip Towers, just a big picture. Here you guys are, you're still number 1, you're undefeated, heading into an off week, with Florida. Does it feel like you guys have accomplished something at this point, or does it feel like there's just so much more to do?
Honestly, if I can speak for the whole team, honestly, like we don't care so much of like, number 1 being is okay or whatever, but we seeing our team as, just taking flight. We ain't done yet. We actually trying to improve and get better.
Seth Emerson just going. Seth, if you have a question for Adam Anderson, would you like to take the final question? Would anyone else like the final question?
Adam, as y'all head into the bye week, what do you think the biggest emphasis for the defense is going to be?
Honestly, just communication. As always, striving to get better on that. But also just, just make sure staying in shape. Also just make sure that, we still in the playbook as well.
All right. Thank you, Adam.